In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can use D5 throughout the design process of a mountain villa. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So right here, I am inside a 3D model in SketchUp. This is a small villa in a hillside with a river right here. So the way that we're going to use this, first of all, we're going to go ahead and build out the environment fairly quickly with the help of AI in D5. And then we're going to go ahead and test out multiple material, mood, and style options in terms of the exterior materiality within seconds just by typing a prompt. So firstly, I will go inside. So right as we jump into D5, the first thing that we are going to do is I'm going to turn off the terrain, the default one from D5. And now we'll go ahead and add an environment with the AI agent. So we'll go over here, we'll click at the AI agent and we'll do smart planting. So for example, we like this reference image from Pinterest or any other one that we feel fits the scene. We can choose, for example, this one. And what we can do is we'll just make it large. We can take a screenshot out of it and then we can place the screenshot right here at AI asset recommendation. We can upload the screenshot as the reference image. And then once we upload that, we'll click send. And now the AI agent will recommend assets based on this. Now, what we can do in the meantime is that we will create a new scene, which will be a camera. And now we can work a bit on the overall composition and the image. First of all, let's do the 16:9 aspect ratio. Let's lower the field of view to like 58. And the way that I want the camera placed is a little bit lower, in the sense that we do want to give the actual home the main emphasis and for it to look a bit more, I would say a bit more important, as in standing above you in that sense, right? So now we will update the scene here. Then we can go to environment. Let's just change the north offset for the sun to hit it a little bit like this. Now there are a few ways that we can approach the actual sun direction. The main idea is, do we want to emphasize this part over here or do we want to emphasize the entrance? I would say it would make sense for us to actually keep it at around this level. I actually like this sun direction quite a bit so that we can update the scene next. Then what we can do is we can choose this material over here and then we can switch it here to grass. This will automatically put a grass material on top of all of this, which is not the most realistic, but is still a lot faster. And in the meantime, we can go back to the AI agent and you can tell that it has already given us asset recommendations. So for example, we can choose this scatter and then scatter it all along this area for the grass. So now we have a lot more of an irregular grass, which looks quite good. And by the way, you can see this part where it doesn't show the same exact grass as over here. That's just because it actually only shows it nearby, but it will be rendered through the whole image. And this is just to save space and not basically do a big load in your computer. So then basically what we will do is that we will go a little bit higher in terms of the camera angle just to set some things up. We'll go to assets. We will go to model, we can go to nature, and we can just type in, for example, pine trees. Let's just download a few of them. And then within our scatter tool, we can select all of the ones that will be downloaded. So we'll go here at the brush, we will select all the trees that we have got here. So a few of these will be just fine. So let's increase the radius. So this is the size. Let's lower the density and let's increase the size of the actual trees themselves. And then we can just paint along the landscape here. So even further there on the back, let's do this. Okay, let's go back to our view here and see if, yep. So now we do have the trees. They do look balanced in terms of the way that they are laid out. So one more thing that I want to show you that D5 has come out with this whole new all-in-one workflow, which is amazing, is that if you go to assets and click more, D5 Works will open. And this is a huge marketplace of all kinds of assets. By the way, if you go here at filters, you can choose a bunch of free ones as well. And we can choose the D5 files and the free ones as well. We can go here at vehicles. And then for example, we can choose whichever one of these. I mean, we can choose a wagon here if it fits the scene better. Once again, there's just so much choice here. Look at all of these categories. These are all filled with assets. And also we have materials that we can just apply straight onto our scene. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm gonna show you something else which works very well with the all-in-one workflow that D5 has developed here. So basically, if you go here at assets and then we go here at OpenWorks and Launcher. This is an extra library when users can upload their own models. You can find a bunch of stuff. I mean, I don't know what you cannot find in this library. It's absolutely insane, but we're gonna go just for the free now, just so I can show you some of the stuff. And then we can choose, for example, human and animals. And you can find a bunch of models which you can easily use here. So we can just, for example, add a couple from this library, just like what we have from the SketchUp model here. We can delete the ones from SketchUp because these look unrealistic. These are just 2D. And then we can get closer up here and we can rotate these guys to something about this right in the entrance. And then we can use this for obviously a bunch of different assets. But the point is that this is the actual workflow where we can create the main image, and then we can either start this way or we can start with the generations with AI, which I'm going to show you in just a second inside D5 Lite, which actually works as a lighter version of D5 Render. And in order to use that, we're going to go here at D5 Lite, and we're just going to give it a few seconds to open up. So you can see how fast it is and how much faster we can open and explore this around. And I'm going to show you all the features that D5 offers within this as well. So first of all, here we can switch between AI mode and render mode. So in render mode, we can move around, we can change the lighting, the sun and everything. And I'm going to show you all of that in just a second. Right here, we have the scene list. So we can switch to different views depending on what we have already set up inside of SketchUp. And I'm going to show you in just a second exactly how we can tweak everything to our liking. Over here, we can optimize the color grading a bit, so we can change the temperature, highlights, shadows, and everything else. And then right here, we can tweak the sun and we can change the sky intensity. We can also do follow HDRI or custom because we don't have an HDRI yet. We can increase the sunlight intensity, and then we can rotate it, which is the more manual way. Or we can just drag and drop an HDRI, upload an HDRI and rotate it to, for example, something like this. We can leave the sun direction to follow the HDRI, which makes it a lot more realistic. And we can leave it right about here if we wanted to focus more on this side. And then this is the exposure. This is between, depending on auto exposure or changing the way that the input is there. This is the auto exposure on and off. This is a material editor. So for example, we can select this material in SketchUp, and then we can edit it right here, and we can choose this as a grass material template. So this would be our grass material. We can change the height and everything else, but we do not have to worry about that too much right now because we can also do a bunch of edits inside the AI editor. And then over here, we can choose all of the assets that we need. So we can even just search pine trees. And then, for example, we can switch to the AI mode. And then over here, we can test a bunch of stuff. So we can use pre-made templates from all of these to create renders with AI. Obviously, these are all landscape renders, residential interior, public interior, and all of that. Then over here, we can choose, do we want it to be more creative or more accurate? And then we can give it references and all of the other stuff as we need. So I'm just gonna do number of images one right here, and now we're gonna test prompts and show you exactly how I'm gonna explore design options with AI. So the first prompt will be a villa redesigned with heavy concrete, accent walled, whether with copper and everything else, which fits more the mood that we have here. What I will say is add pine trees. We can click confirm. So then we have the prompt right there, and we can click generate, only one image, and let's see what this actually creates for us. So this is the first render that we have here. And as you can see, it has already played out with the materials with the copper over here. It has added a volume there, which it tends to do when we put it fully at creative. But actually, I like this part over here because now it gives a bit of shade in this area, and it also like protects you when you're entering or getting out of here with like against the rain or snow or anything like that. But overall, the render looks very realistic. So I will download this, and then I will go ahead and create another one. This one is a minimalist Japandi pavilion with exterior features, vertical light oak wood, etc., etc. And you can read this out in the meantime. I will just type in add pine trees and mountain forest landscape. We'll click confirm, and we'll click generate, and we'll just wait a few seconds to see the final result of this as well. All right, so then we have this next one. which we have the prompt of Melos, Japan, the pavilion, and this perfectly represents exactly that. So I will download this and keep this as another option that we can kind of compare with everything else. And then we'll go back here. Let's go to the AI mode once again. And right here in the prompt, we can test something out, something different. So we'll just type this in and we'll say add pine trees and mountain landscape. Confirm, we'll click generate, and let's see what this actually comes out. And then right here, we have the darker one exactly as the prompt says. So what we've done here in the past two renders, I've done this at default so that it doesn't hallucinate and add a shape like the one that it did previously. But now what we can do is, this is the fastest way that we can test options. So basically we have the render 1, and this is perfect for like material studies or even light studies. We have render 2 and then render 3. And I mean, this is how fast you can create a realistic render without having to adjust stuff manually, basically add landscaping manually, do the mood manually, the color grading. The AI inside D5 does it all for you, and you can see the results here. I think this one looks quite nice, and obviously we could go and test further along. But this is the workflow, and honestly, I think this is just wonderful. The fact that D5 now allows you to have an all-in-one workflow with D5 Lite, which is lighter, faster, and very good for real-time rendering and test stuff as you design and do multiple options. You have the D5 Works in order to add any kind of asset that you need inside your render, and then the D5 render, which is the one with for the premium, the final one. So you can go either way. In this instance, I actually went ahead in D5 and it kind of showed you what you can do in terms of the AI capabilities with the agent and everything else for like when you've kind of settled your mind in terms of what kind of design direction you want to take. But you can do this either way, go from D5 render to D5 Lite, or actually go to D5 Lite, test the design options, and then if you actually want to go deeper inside the workflow, you can take that inside D5 render as well. With that said, if you actually want to see a full detailed video tutorial of how I create a realistic render inside of D5, you can go ahead and watch the video right here.